Hey, Psalm 143. Here we are. Another prayer of David. It's kind of ending these things in prayers to David. Excuse me, I'm going to see if that doesn't fix a little bit of a problem of my camera. Sorry. O Lord, hear my prayer. Listen to my cry for mercy. In your faithfulness and righteousness, come to my relief. David needs help once again. He's crying out to God. Do not bring your servant into judgment, for no one living is righteous before you. It is so true. No one is righteous. David says it here. It's a quote from another psalm earlier, and I think even earlier than David and earlier than the Psalms we see this. Solomon said this in the temple prayer as he prays in 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 36. Paul then quotes this idea that there's none righteous, no, not one. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. It's not a new teaching in the New Testament, recognizing we fall short of perfection, and we need God's help. We need rescued. And our enemy fights us. Our enemy, the devil, and our enemy may be a guy or a gal that just doesn't like us. And it's hard to work against that. But we're asking God for help. The enemy pursues me, he says. He crushes me to the ground, and he makes me dwell in darkness like those long dead. So my spirit goes faint. My heart within me is dismayed. And it's really difficult to work when you're distraught, when your spirit is faint, when you're totally out of it and you're just thinking, oh, Lord, I need help. And it doesn't seem to be happening. Nothing's working, and we're depressed. We're sad. Spirit's faint. I just don't want to work at this anymore. Lord, I need help. And you may be at that point where you're thinking, Lord, help me. And we need to ask the Lord's help and not wait until the very last. We need to be continuously asking for his help. Remember the days of long ago. I meditate on all your works and consider what your hands have done. We need to consider what God has done. A reading and a devotion about waiting on the Lord, about silence, and about meditating and about quiet time, really letting the quiet time work, letting God's Spirit work in us. We need that. We need to sit and meditate on what God has done. What has God done in your life? I come back to several things that are just, it's amazing to me. God got me through a heart surgery when I wasn't even 4 years old in 1965. That's crazy. God has helped me. He's given me a wonderful wife. God has given me some children that I didn't produce on my own. God is full of gifts and wonder. But the biggest thing is really about Jesus and the works we see him in Scripture. God has protected me and guided me. He has helped me and given us funds to be able to do fun things and to help others. We need to remember the things and just take a moment, take several moments and meditate and think of the works God has done. We have good reason to not only to pray to him, to ask for him. It's, who else are we going to get it from? But we have good reason to give him praise, to give him thanks, to meditate on what he has done. I spread my hands out to you. My soul thirsts you like a parched land. Thirsts for you. Answer me quickly, Lord. My spirit faints with longing. Do not hide your face from me, or I will be like those who go down to the pit. Let the morning bring word of unfailing love of your. So he's resting on this and thinking, okay, Lord, I would love to wake up and hear some good news. Uh, don't we love to hear that? Would love to wake up and find out that COVID is gone and the world's at peace and all of our dreams come true. It'd be a wonderful thing. That we realize that's a bit unrealistic, but we do hope that God hears our prayer and that there's some good news in the morning, and it's from the Lord, and it's because we trust Him. Rescue me from my enemies, for I hide myself in you. Teach me, Lord, to do your will. And that's a prayer we all need. Lord, teach me to do your will, that I might be stronger and dependent upon you, but also working in conjunction with what you want me to do. Lord, teach me your will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me on level ground. I don't want to have to trip over things. I don't want to have to worry about the unevenness. I'd like to be able to just go forward and make walk easy. But we do know that walk isn't always easy. God hasn't promised us an easy walk in life. And how we know that, huh? We just would love to wake up to some good news, though. And then he ends this psalm, for your name's sake, Lord, preserve my life. In your righteousness, bring me out of trouble. For God's righteousness, in your righteousness, bring me out of trouble. And in your unfailing love, silence my enemies. Usually enemies are mean and unruly. They're chaotic and unkind. They're unrighteous. They're wicked. They're evil. We want that gone. Destroy all our foes, for I'm your servant. Reminds me of what Paul would say, Lord, you've created me to be your servant. And maybe in reflection of this psalm, Lord, do these things because, to help your servant out, but also to give God glory and to help people understand the reason we love and pursue God is because of his mighty works and his love for those who follow him. Hope you have a great day, and God bless.